Michelle, I'm sure you've had a similar experience, either at a party or a family gathering. I was backed into a corner by the parents of a young showbiz hopeful and asked the question.
Let me guess. Should they study drama or should they have a backup plan in case the performing career doesn't pan out?
Precisely. And to be honest, I never know what to say because there's something to be said for either approach.
Well, I agree. You are absolutely right. It really does come down to the individual. Some people run parallel careers very successfully, while others dedicate themselves to living their dream. Which reminds me, I met up with a rather successful rising star in the filmmaking world, and she doesn't believe in Plan Bs.
Mela caught the train to the Cape Town suburb of Ottery, where Valencia was directing a rehearsal.
I don't just want to tell stories, I want to transform lives. Wise words from Valencia Joshua, a young upcoming writer-director. The best bit, I get to see her in action live right now.
Are you guys having any issues so far? Are you confused about anything?
No.
Let's just try doing the blocking that we spoke about from that region to this region. Let's try from backstage. I'll wait till you guys enter stage. Okay, could we try that with some music, please?
What the fire is so delightful. Since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Cool guys, that's it.
Valencia, it's such a pleasure to be sitting down with you. You've got such a fascinating story. Please share with us.
This all started when I was little. I must have been around 10 years old. And my older brother, who was studying graphic design at the time, used to spend countless hours in our back room painting and drawing and doing projects, and most of the time quite late. So he needed helping hands to help him along, and so I'd spend hours helping him finish those projects, and it started to grow on me and develop, and started to fall in love with these things, and so I knacked onto art through that.
Now, growing up, were you the type of kid that always put on performances?
Well, not really. I was quite a confident kid, but I was also quite held back and reserved. I'd observe more and pen them down into drawings or thoughts through poetry, but not really a performer of sorts.
Valencia, you've had some challenges growing up, as we all have, but share with me some of those that you've overcome.
I've had lots of challenges, and I love them because they help me help other people. And I mean, one of my challenges as a young girl was being an overweight kid. And that was funny because I always had people pick on me, and I was sort of the dork in school, and I mean, people had songs for me when I'd walk by and stuff, and it like broke my heart as a kid. So I can really relate to little kids now, and I also know that everything takes work and everything takes determination, and I'll get there.
Now, that experience, has that impacted the type of writer-director you are today?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, as a storyteller, you need to understand how to tell a story, and to tell a story, you need to understand what happens in the story, not just the shell of the story, but get into it on a very personal and deep level, and that's why I feel these things help me create characters better.
In the 18th century,
Valencia's movies take her audience on journeys where space, time and reality become increasingly blurred.
and Table Mountain had no white cloth. Announce sailed out of the Cape Harbor and vanished across the sea.
Now, you've achieved some amazing things and you're so young. Tell us a bit about all these things you've achieved.
Toronto Film Festival, I was nominated by my producer of my first international short film. And so, together with an NFVF and Full Market Access, I was sent to Toronto to represent South Africa. So you'd get to Toronto, you'd meet this team who you've never met before from all over the world. We had to make a film in 5 days, which was entered into the Toronto International Film Festival, and then critics would come in and judge your film. And so it was challenging because we did have clashing heads. Our team had 5 directors and writers in it. But eventually I ended up writing my script and just going for it. We were editing all the way into the screening. We walked in literally with the film, and I literally was like, I don't even want to go. I was so ashamed. But then we got in and they were like, Valencia Joshua, best screenplay. I was like, whoa, are you guys serious? And so I was very happy to bring something back home to SA.
Now, something that I'm really excited to talk about is the Kids Quest. Share with us a bit more about that.
I've been invited to write and direct Kids Quest for 2015. It's a general good versus bad kind of a story. We take it to communities, we take it to hospitals, we take it to schools, we take it to stages, just around the world, hoping to transform lives of children. We have a lead character named Sabc, and he's sort of your lead Superman kind of a vibe, and he leads 4 other agents. We have Agent Blue and Agent Red and Agent Green and Agent Yellow, and I love these guys.
Now you also add in a specific character for 2015.
We just created a great new character. Her name is Vidya, and she's the new villain. She's the first female villain in the series, and she's hilarious. I mean, I could do a voice if you want of her.
Please.
Good day, middle friend. What is that in your hand? Turn around. Is that a scepter squeaky sandal? Off with your head!
What is your creative process like?
You obviously have to create a concept. You develop your concept based on what your client wants or what you're trying to tell, and you grow your story. You get into the world of your story. You meet people around who build the story together. You start living in that world. You eat the things they eat. You drink the things they drink. You sing the songs they sing, and you jump into the oceans that they jump into, and you basically engulf yourself in the world. And once it's as real to you as it would be to your characters, you start writing.
I remember us having a safe place, but I lost my way, so I kept searching. When what I was searching for was there all along.
Valencia, what inspires you?
I just latch onto anything very quickly. It could be art, it could be poetry, it could be music, it could be people, it could be atmospheric, weather changes, practically anything.
You've achieved so much at such a young age. What more do you have on your bucket list?
Well, I obviously want to travel more. I love traveling. It's a great way to expand your mind. I obviously want to do more reaching out projects. I want to touch more lives. I want to write more, obviously, direct more, create more stories. And one of my biggest goals is to write kids' storybooks. Have some incredible tales that I want to share.
And finally, for all the future Valencias out there, what words of advice do you have?
For me, it started out as a dream that's starting to come to life, and I do just want to say that kids should not stop believing in their dreams. Never give up on what you have your heart set on, and keep pursuing and keep chasing.
Thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure getting to know you.
Thank you, Michelle. It's been a pleasure.
Film has given Valencia the scope to combine writing, performance, design and music in creative works that help her viewers see their own lives from a fresh perspective.
Transforming lives indeed. Observing Valencia today has made me think of the saying, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.